And a deep forward square leg right of your screen. Something to keep an eye on. He looked to keep the ball tracking inside of the stumps most times with that field set.
Good luck, good luck. Good luck.
1 for 24 Irie in that first game. Slip is gone. Into a backward point area. Both coaches will be on tender hooks. Stuart Law on the cusp of a first series win. Rayon Griffith, who's been handed the leading role for this tour, will also be nervous. By dots. Very good from the Pinder Singh Irie. Couldn't he close it out with a maiden in the first over of this chase? No, he can't, but just one. An excellent first over. One without loss.
एक ओवर छक्के एक ओवर में क्या रन एक 6 दिए एक ओवर में 4 रन दिए
Former West Indies coach, he's coached a few nations. Stuart Law was an excellent batter back in the day for those too young to remember him. Lovely touch player. Karen KC, he got some swing in that first game. Joel Andrews straddling the crease line.
And there's hesitation already, and that's what a good fielding unit does. It was a quick regulation single, you think, to the dive. And even if he picked it up on the dive, could he have actually ran one of the batters out? But the hesitation is because of 2 run-outs in the first game. But this man on screen, Kyle Mears, losing his wicket to 1. A swift pick-up, throw and direct hit. There's already hesitation, and there's an awareness of what they have to do to get past the police fielders.
Deep point, deep backward square in place. Joel Andrew a long way down. Be careful with these swift fielders. Where did it pitch? That's one of the first questions for the umpire.
That was close, very, very close. Where is it pitching normally? You think if it's hitting and it doesn't straighten and it's not full enough, it may be missing. That look close on first glance.
Changing the field with deep point coming up and mid-on push back to long on. Matches for Akil Hussain, Kyle Mears, 14 Jason Holder with the most, and then Fabian Allen. But a paucity of matches played by the rest of the 11 today. Less than a handful on most occasions.
Yeah, talk about an experience, and you know, it is still a West Indies team, and there's still a level of pride that you exude when pulling on the maroon. So it's no excuse. Still have a job to do.
Hello.
But it is a very inexperienced, especially batting lineup.
ठीक छ कहाँ हो भने म त यता इन्डियातिरै छु भाइ
And that to me was the challenge.
यही इन्डियातिरै
In
छु
chasing in that first game where I thought that 148 was a competitive score, because now a lot of these young kids outside of Kyle Mayers in the top order have to take leading roles rather than being in a supporting role if a Sheehope or let's say a Shimon Hetmeyer or Shilfin Rutherford or Ruston Chase is there.
घर गए त हो घर गई पनि छोरो भइयो अन्त घर गए
And that is a different responsibility
घर
in
गए त भइयो भाइ
itself.
यार 1 वर्ष भइसक्यो
3 without loss.
यो असोजमा ठ्याक्कै 1 वर्ष भयो घर गएर भाइ यार 2 आइहाल्यो भने घर गएर म रुप्पेन कालेको बर्थडे थियो आज अनि बेङ्गलोरतिर के गर्दै हो हाम्रो अर्का सर कहाँ छन् त
Depth and experience, big gap, almost 400 games.
वाइट फिलो बस्नु
Not something we discussed and saying from the Parliament field, but there's almost 400 games difference, and you have the history of the West Indies, but if you look at the playing 11s alone, there's far more experience in blue and red versus maroon and yellow. We saw that lack of experience, especially with the bat in the first game. It's an even bigger mountain to climb with the bat, chasing to save the series.
ठीक छ भाइ यार के म त यतै छु
That makes it even tougher. He was at the stumps at the stumps in that first over, and here as well. He's forced Joel Andrew to expose those stumps. Brilliant from Dipindra Singh Airi.
ल भाइ भोलि फेरि गर्न फोनहरु लाउँ त म अहिले काममा छु है
Couldn't have asked for a better start.
चट्टै
Top of middle.
माथिले यो 3 तारै उडाइदियो
Dipindra Singh Airi to right-hander to left-hander. He keeps the stumps in play. And when they miss, as Joel Andrew did, he hits. Joel Andrew going for 2. That's Indies 4 for 1.
के भयो कम रिजल्ट हाल्यो कति हो
Casey Carty. It's very good, Dipindra Singh Airi, just doing the fundamentals. I think those are some of the things that have separated the two teams, at least up to now. Those fundamental things.
Yeah, Dipindra Singh Airi just keeping it wicket to wicket, stump to stump. You know, in Sharjah it doesn't bounce as much as other locations. And what probably could have been one to go over the stump and you can say a horizontal back shot. Here in Sharjah looking to punch as opposed to cut.
Very good arm ball. You could see that curl back into Kyle Mears at the very last moment. The seam position upright as it went down and curling back in. And again, this is outstanding. 3 overs gone, 5 for 1.
कोही छैन केटाहरू चाहिँ हेरिरहेको के हो भने
Akibok East. Amir Changu, ball to come. One of the things I always look at, I looked at it in the first game as well, when you have a sort of a fast, medium, fast seamer who's looking to swing the ball, where do you stand as a batter? Do you come out of your comfort zone and stand in front of the crease, force him to pull the ball down into the surface, or at least you're negating some swing? There's Kati standing. Django and Ogis batted out of their crease last game, and Kati as well. That is outstanding, not surprising. Kushal Patel is brilliant, and we're seeing it again and again and again.
Simply sensational. Cross seam.
Aerial.
And Kushal Patel. Simply brilliant. Karan Casey keeping it simple. Bertel providing the sensational. Katie Carty having to leave. 5 for 2.
तीन बॉल में 1 रन खै हुन 5 दिन अहिले हम 2 ओभर हकिसक्यो 2 ओभर में 5 रन मात्रै भनेपछि 11 बल में म त हेरेको भन्ने बुझ लाग्छ त
Akibok East. A significant role here.
To your reference, Bishop, the standing outside the crease. And I think we've seen it from Akeem Ogis in the first game, and now you see it again. When you bat out of the crease, sometimes there's a feeling as though you still have to go at the ball. You're just moving where you intercept the ball, but you still need to play in relation to your eyes, still under your eyes, still head over the ball. But what a sensational catch. This man has been good, very, very good, Karan KC. We've spoken about the spin. He's been so disciplined and so difficult to dislodge.
They've just been head and shoulders above this West Indies team in both games so far with that and this catching. He's horizontal in the air by the time the ball gets into the hand, similar to something we saw with Kareem Agor in that first game. But it's the commitment and the reaction time which allows him to make it look so easy. I love to see guys, you look at Kushal Patel, he wants it to be in the hot spots. He wants it, he's enthused by it. And that's what I like to see about fielders. Not trying to hide at some point in the field.
But some of the best teams I've played in, even when it's a dot ball, it gets played to point, and everyone is hunting and you're looking at the guy at point. Do you whip the ball back in? Do you just hold it and pass it along? There's just something about fielding that goes beyond just picking the ball up cleanly. Is that ability to love, to want to see the ball come into your hand, whip it back into the keeper, build a little bit of a vibe. Is the one thing that you all do together as a unit on the field.
You have to love it, Carlos. You have to love fielding. And Nepal, they display that. They are brilliant at it. 6 for 2 after 4.
घाटा कर दिया तूने मैंने और नहीं तो क्या तूने ही कहा था म्यूचुअल फंड सही है भाई पेशेंस म्यूचुअल फंड में इस मैच की तरह है कभी रन रेट ऊपर कभी थोड़ा सा नीचे वर्मा जी के म्यूचुअल फंड्स की पिच पर जितना टाइम टिका रहेगा फायदा होने के चांसेस उतने बढ़ेंगे सही है म्यूचुअल फंड्स में पेशेंस रखना सही म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें
Yet to really get going, is it? That yellow worm for the West Indies. A lot of cricket to be played here still, but no doubt Nepal, they may need to pinch themselves out there. They are right on top, dominating their higher ranked opposition. Their brilliance in the field. Here, 2 West Indian legends, our colleagues in the commentary box. Here, Ian Bishop and Carlos Brathwaite just talk about the importance of loving their fielding. And as I'm joined by Shard Vasakar, Nepal adore fielding. They train religiously. They put in extra hours every single game. It's always Irie and Audel and Bertel. They take so many balls, and that's why they're so good.
Bertel has been brilliant. Nepal has always been a good fielding side, Andrew, from the starting days of cricket, from way back 1996. Only thing we used to know is about fielding.
I'll tell you something, I don't think there's many better fielders in the world than the man who has the ball in his hand, who's a very skillful bowler as well. Gets that arm ball in. Right now, the West Indies look shell-shocked. But it's not just Dipender Singh Irie. With Irie, his brilliance with the ball as well. He's so quick between his deliveries. We barely blinked and this over is nearly over.
Those fast twitch muscles doing the trick in the field with the arm, and he's relinquishing this opportunity against both the left-handers. It's the 5th over done. West Indies are 7 for 2.
Change of bowling, Sampal Kami. Kushal Bertel does the fielding. Now across the course of these games, Kushal Bertel's fielding has stood out. He's struggled for runs. Sampal Kami, they're his career figures. That catch we saw earlier, that was exceptional run out the other day. Right now, Nepal are just out-skilling their opposition. Which is outside leg. They'll get through for the single. Good decision again.
Yeah, good shot by Sompal too. Pitching outside the leg stump. Shake of the head from umpire Devendra Subedi. The West Indies need to move on. Need to fight and fight hard.
They're yet to hit a boundary. We were speaking off air, commentary, all of us collectively saying they need to go at it here in the power play. Finally some aggression, but straight to Kushal Malla, who fields well. For me, they looked shell-shocked. Brilliance from Bertel 2 days ago, the run-out I was just talking about. Then the catch in the deep in the very final ball. We talked about that because we were talking about the victory. And then tonight, how good was this?
Absolutely. Driving here for full length. Flying in the air to his left, the weaker side.
More like it. And finally the runs come. Janak.G, very talented youngster. Had a couple of standout breakthrough innings in the CPL this year. That's clubbed all the way for 6. More like it for the West Indies.
Base on the ball and it went flat like a bullet. Was down the track and comfortably cleared the ropes. Was showing some good form in the previous innings too. Previous game rather. He should carry on.
Yeah, not quite as big a crowd as we had 48 hours ago, so that side of the ground is vacant. But there's no doubt the West Indies are shell-shocked. Can't quite believe the scale of which and the manner in which that they're being outplayed. Cannot help but argue that Nepal deserve to be 1-0 up in the series, and unless the West Indies can do something very special, they're going to be staring down the barrel 2-0 down.
It doesn't look too good at the moment. Still finding that ball, those empty stands.
Yeah, look for that. Goes on. 2 wickets to the ball. Anderson O'Reilly, love the celebrations, kisses to the crowd. Again, a leaping Bertel gave the ball a kiss to go with it. Can you get across just how impressive Nepal have been? This is no fluke that they're in such a dominant position.
Actually, they have played really good cricket. Contributed all round with the bat, with the ball, and in the field especially.
Yeah, he hasn't been in the runs, but he's still got his bowling to come. Look at this catch. We always talk about Irie, but Bertel is nearly as good as him. Right the way up there with the very best fielders in the world. Nepal have 2 of them in their 11. Rohit Paudel, pretty good too, as is the man with the ball in his hand, Sampal Kami. Really, maybe with the exception of Lalit Rajbanshi, isn't a weak link in this 11.
Exactly. To name a few more, Sandeep Johra, the guy who scored some runs today, is equally good as anyone in the field.
Yeah, Rajbanshi, the reason I call him out, that drop catch the other day, it's costly, ran away for 4. But he'll be in any Nepal 11 for his fantastic left-arm bowling. Mistimed, definitely rushed him for pace. Finally, a better over as we get to the end of the power play. It's 16 for 2.
Oh, what are we doing?